It's something we all take for granted, our good health. But what happens if you or a loved one gets sick and long-term care is involved? How do you pay for it? Well, today's Your Dime sponsor is Wall Street Financial Group. Chief Retirement Strategist and Founder Zach Gray joins me with more details. Welcome back, sir.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Long-term care is one of those things that nobody wants to have to use.
Yes.
And I would imagine most people don't know how to even prep for something like that.
Yeah, you know, if you're like me, I want to be happy until my last day and maybe die peacefully in my sleep. The truth of the matter is, I think we all know that as we get older, we get some more aches and pains, and then that starts to kind of turn into something that could be much more serious. There's a decent chance we're going to need long-term care, actually 70% chance if we get to the age of 65 or so, that we're going to need long-term care. So it's something you need to think about.
I would also guess it's something most people, since we don't like to think about it, tend to push off, don't plan for it in advance, and that can ultimately get you in a hole.
Yes. Sadly, if I had a dime for every time someone said, well, I'm going to take care of long-term care myself, and by golly, the kids are going to take care of me, or, you know what, I'll just take care of it myself. Well, and we maybe have a chuckle there. The truth of the matter is that's not going to happen that way for anyone. And even as you start to think about maybe the kids taking care of you, sometimes I joke with my wife, I'm not for sure that I want the kids returning the favor for me, but the truth is that, you know, a lot of couples out there, it takes both people working today, and maybe they don't have that opportunity to bring in mom or dad, you know, the way that we might have decades ago.
You guys have a pretty good plan of action put together of what you need to do in the order you need to do it. I would have maybe wondered if is this something like savings you just have to be able to pay for out of pocket, but it sounds like, at least in some cases, an insurance policy is available.
Yes. So really there's two options there. Most of us think of traditional long-term care, and with traditional long-term care, yeah, it can be a great policy. It is actually a health policy. The sad news is that some things can change over time. So many of those that might be watching today would understand that my costs have gone up over time, and the reason that they have gone up is, well, we're living longer. Those costs are getting higher and higher. You can also think about an insurance policy in the idea of a life insurance policy, and there can actually be a rider attached to that, much of which can come with absolutely no extra cost depending on how you buy it. So when you think about insurance, think about traditional long-term care, but then also think about a life insurance policy that might have those benefits attached.
I typically think of the health savings account as being more for doctor's visits and other things that pop up during your year, but is that something you can also use in a case like this?
Yes. So an HSA can be a great way to save for retirement. It's money that you're going to put away tax qualified, or as I like to say, we get a little bit of a deduction when we put that money in. And then when we want to go ahead and use it for any health cost, doesn't matter if it's a Medicare policy or a supplement policy, I should say, just regular old health insurance or some deductibles, and we can use it for long-term care. It's a great way to put some money away, let it grow tax-free, and then go ahead and take some of that money out and use it towards something for health.
You also had on your list, there are some veteran benefits that may be available, obviously, if you've served in the military.
Yes. So my step-grandfather, his name was Harold, he passed away several years ago, but he was a veteran, and he was able to go to a veteran's home, actually a little further north in Manteno, but he was able to do so at a very low cost, and it was a great way for him to kind of take care of that need, to do it in a feasible way that he could afford, and obviously it worked out really well for him.
Some people may be in a position to pay for some of this out of pocket, the savings account with enough in it. I wouldn't assume you want to rely on that, but that's an option.
It is. I mean, I don't know that it's something that we want to do, but for some folks, we can do it. What we find, though, when we take folks through our financial roadmap process, many people just can't afford to pay dollar for dollar. And I guess I'll kind of close with a little bit of a quick story. My grandfather has been paying out of pocket for over a decade now. My step-grandmother, we call her Grandma Marilyn, she has Parkinson's disease, and it's very advanced. And that being said, she's needed long-term care for several years, and paying for it out of pocket, it can get very, very expensive. These bills are to the point where they're near six figures every single year. Do that for over a decade, it can really hurt your retirement.
Pricey in a hurry.
Yes.
Well, thanks for being here. This is great information. And if you have any questions about what you need to do to plan for long-term care, even though nobody wants to think about it, we will connect you to Zach and all of his information at our website, which is CILiving.tv.